Yo guys, how you doing? We're back with this guy, the Ogroid Myrmidon from Warcry. He is the angriest of all things. Quite clearly. Really pissed off dude. Like him so far, we started this guy yesterday on the Hellstorm Wargaming stream where Mikey and I tend to do some hobby. Or at least I tend to do some hobby and Mikey occasionally does some hobby. And mostly chats. Good evening to the chat here though. We've got Snake Plissken, Jaeger, Crooked Grain, Big Brom, Electros, Nemod, Tilts, Gumballina, and Main Unit. How you folks doing? Main Unit, your package went off today. That Emperor's Spears, Indomitus Captain, all finished. Keep an eye on Instagram. Social. Social. For links to all that sort of crap. So this guy, we're going to try and get finished off between today's stream and Thursday's stream. So we've got a relatively straightforward paint scheme for him. I think he's going to look really cool. We're going to take some purple, some black, and some grey and highlight all of his skin. We're going to do a lot of the robes and so on in a very deep red. That's going to help give us a nice contrast between the brightness that he's got, but still keep it to that angry tone. We're going to go dark on all of his horns. I'm not going to bring out bone for that. I'm going to take some coal black from P3 and some grey and highlight those up. Same with the hooves. I'm going to keep them nice and dark as well. It's going to be a cool one. Tilts, you can cry about that as much as you want. I'll just like drink all those sweet tears. Right, let's just start off with this stuff then. It's coal black. Paint more demons today? Awesome, dude. Which demons? What kind of demons? Tell me about your demons. Smithy! It has been a while, bro. How are you? Damn, breathe hole. Good evening. Damn, son, feels like forever. You still got your meeps, don't you worry. Right, let's get this coal black laid down. Like I said, want to be working on this guy today and on our New Year's stream, which is a giveaway stream. This is the penultimate stream before the giveaway. So if you guys have got nowhere to go on New Year's Eve, which is probably the case with literally all of us, then come here, hang out, have a few drinky poos, win maybe one of two £50 gift vouchers that we're giving away on New Year's. Maybe more prizes too, who knows, and potentially get your hands on a mini painted by me in colour scheme of your choice. Completely dead to paint the hobby up after about 6 months because it's too tiring. Yeah. Flesh Hound's awesome, dude. The new plastic ones, right? Wait, hang on, there are new plastic Flesh Hounds. There's at least two that I know of. Did they do like an entire line of plastic Flesh Hounds yet? Please say they did. Two vouchers, man. You'll only have to spend your beeps once. We'll pick two winners out of the hat. Maybe three. Who knows? Perhaps we just go mad. Have three winners. Depends on just how drunk I get on New Year's. Let's see how it goes. Could be all kinds of carnage in the chat. There was. Excellent. Attempted to fuel my plastic crack edition. How about Alpha Legion looking in 9th, Jay? Not as strong as they were looking in 8th, that's for sure. Alpha Legion have still got some good tricks. They're still a decent Chaos Army. But you're not going to get the Possessed Bomb and so on that you had in 8th edition. They're reasonably good though. Depends on what kind of army you want to run. If you want to run Obliterators, which is one of the best units in the Chaos Codex, and kind of always has been, then Slanesh marked Iron Warriors probably the way to go. Also, Hazard Stripes, so, you know, kind of got to back that. But you get a lot of the redeploy and stuff like that, so that's good. Dez! Thank you for that host, bro. Good evening. What are Necrons like, Smithy? I think Necrons are legit. Got a Necron army, which you may or may not remember us painting in one weekend. 40.5 hours to paint about 2,500 points of Necrons. Necronathon 2 currently scheduled for February-ish. Necronathon 2 Judgment Day. Gonna be rocking that sweet Cyberdine Dynasty color scheme one more time. Crushing it. Comradeson, what up, bro? The Better Baseline Chaos Marine armies were good. Yeah, I mean, as soon as they get their codex and they go up to 2 wounds, then they're going to get significantly stronger. Because if you look at the way that everything else has then also followed on from that, it's not just here's an extra wound, it's here's a fuckload of extra rules and things to make you a 9th edition army. And hopefully everyone will become competitive. Melchete! Getting their sub on. The Source Painting, oi oi oi. How you doing? You did see the Nurglopolis. Yeah. That was a good one. That was a good one. The Demonathon. That was just training for the Necronathon, obviously. Getting our reps in. But yeah, Necronathon 2, we've got some vehicles to do. We've got some Immortals, we've got some Warriors. Who knows, by the time we get around to that, we might even have some flayed ones. Might even have a Hexmark Destroyer that I've had ordered since the 21st of October. He said August. GW still not producing that mini at the moment. It's a shame. Really, really want that Hexmark Destroyer. He just looks cool. Just looks cool. It's going to be a hell of a weekend. We've kind of done all the easy stuff. So everything else is the weird and wonderfuls, like Doomstalkers, Heavy Destroyers, Doom Scythes, all that kind of thing. Murder Giraffes. The Murder Giraffes have been painted, man. These are the actual Murder Giraffes, though. Supposed to need a better name for reanimators now, because Murder Giraffes doesn't really fit at all. Alright, let's get all this hair done. Keep into a fairly restricted palette on this, because we're looking to do not quite a speed paint, but definitely looking to get through the guy rather than spend 6 streams painting him. I could quite easily spend 6 streams painting him. He's an epic, epic mini. Lee! 17 months, brother. Hot diggity dang. Thank you very, very much, my friend. New Necrons do give me a slight Locust vibe from Gears of War. I don't really remember Gears of War. I did play it. I enjoyed the whole like cover-to-cover style FPS game. I thought that was cool. But I didn't have an Xbox at the time, so I never played it at a mate's house. But, I just like the Crons. I think they look cool. Got 2 days ago to get your Hexmark Destroyer. Brilliant. Brilliant. You enjoy that Hexmark Destroyer. He is utterly shite. That's the only like, I love the mini, but you put him next to Gene Stealer Colt's 6-shooter man, and he gets absolutely pissed on from a great height. It's not even a contest. Not even close. And that's even if you don't give GC the Cult Man, the cowboy himself, the relic. Even if you don't give him the relic, he still whips his ass. Just, wow, it angers me. 17 months, it has gone quick, bro. And this time next week, I'll be home after 15 lots of 13-hour night shifts and a 6-hour drive. No sleep for nearly 30 hours, but pissed on Guinness. Smile at me. Nice. Nice. Meaty hooks. Hey, no problem, bro. They are epic. Asher Zero Hobbyist, how you doing? Beanbag, good evening. You heard of the loot room? As I spent 200 on it with it. Oh, I have. Yeah, I have. To be fair, if I was gonna deviate from Element too much, then I probably support Glasshammer. There's so many organizations out there that are good people doing good things, and it's something I only realized at sort of this point in life, is that when you purchase something, you're making a conscious decision to support a business. And Manny is a great dude, loving the bits, and Glasshammer would probably be where I'd go if it wasn't Element. The reason I support Element so much is A, I have obviously their affiliate scheme that helps me out a lot, and it helps to fuel giveaway minis for the stream like this one. But also, they do put a lot into the community, whether it's the tournaments that they run, the sponsorship that they give to other channels, people that make battle reports and so on. You know, they do a lot for what we do. And you can usually find things slightly cheaper at, say, like Wayland Games that you shouldn't really use because they're unbelievably shite. But for me, it's always now a conscious decision I'm going to give my money to somebody. I want it to be this person. Bob, how you doing? Enjoy your Forge Rod? Well, Whaling Shite, because they are a internet site that advertises their stock at levels that it isn't at on their website. Not all the time, but very, very frequently. So they'll tell you they've got X amount of stuff in stock, and they'll oversell what they've got, and you could be waiting for your order for like a month, 2 months with nothing. To give you an idea of the difference in customer service between them and Element, I've had friends that have ordered from Wayland not knowing this and had to complain 2 or 3 times to get a refund on their item. Whereas with Element, I got in touch over their web chat today, spoke to a really good guy called Nige, had a chat about a couple of orders that I've got with some outstanding bits and pieces, and it's like, you know what, we'll just send out what we've got for you, that's fine. Saragon, thank you very much for that sub, bro. How you doing, bro? Ozatu, cheap 1 week and 100. Wow. Ah, brilliant. My Hermes. Gotta love that. That is the absolute worst. If I ever get a delivery notification from something I bought saying like, oh, it could be delivered by My Hermes, I die a little inside. The shit your paints in a jiffy. Brilliant. Sorry, Commissar Bob. You'll still be subbed for the giveaway. You'll be good. Don't worry. Slow for your stream last night, and a Pro Krill order to Element was shipped to his streaming. It's paint time, I think. Nice. Holy shit, Cryptic Chimera. Long time no see, brother, but that is 18 months in the bag. Damn, man. How you doing? We're getting a lot of the old schoolers coming out tonight. This is epic. Imps are good. Imps are really good. Big fan of them. And Firestorm Games in Cardiff as well. Big fans too. Again, both of those people, those organisations, do mad stuff for the community. Imps support a entire gaming team. I've got some really good friends on that team. One of them, I've even sponsored a tournament that should have gone ahead in June, but obviously did not. It was going to be a 125-man, 6-game major up in Lincoln. It would have been great fun to go to. Been lurking in various places, good stuff. You're doing non-metallic? No. So we're pretty much speed painting this guy. This was one of the giveaway minis from last month's giveaway, and unfortunately the person that won it through being a Patreon member. Now we have giveaways, ! Mystery to give you a bit of detail, but we have a giveaway every month where this guy honestly got junk. He's got junk hair. Oh my god, he's actually got hairy balls. That he's got. I mean, damn. That's a detail I didn't think I'd be painting ever. Somebody's curly fro. There you go. So yeah, we do 2 giveaways a month. One of them is for a hobby voucher to a hobby stockist of your choice, as long as they have a voucher system and accept PayPal. And the other is for a mini painted by myself in the colour scheme of your choice. So the guy that won this, rather than winning it by being a sub, by being a Patreon member, Patreon, he gets an extra chance at a giveaway mini. So we painted 1 giveaway mini. That was an Invicta Warsuit. That's been painted up in a Christmas theme, already sent out. Hopefully Polly gets that in not the too distant future. And this was won by a guy over on Patreon. And unfortunately I couldn't get hold of him for like 2.5, 3 weeks. So we were very late being able to get any paint on this guy. I was just waiting for him to tell me what colour scheme he wanted it. In the end, he just said, well, you paint it how you like, man. Like, it'd just be cool to have a mini painted by you. So, because he was non-com for a bit, we are very behind with this guy. And so, we're doing a bit more of a speed paint. We spent a lot of time on the skin, getting that how I wanted it. Everything else is just going to be a little bit quicker. Push Motive getting a sub on, and the hype train has just left the station. There we go. Now I missed a few bits on chat. If you can braid it, it's too long. Absolutely, beard everywhere. Someone was assigned to sculpt that. I don't know. I think maybe someone was just like, you know what? This will troll somebody. Here we go. At least it's not Mias Minis. They used to sculpt full hair balls on the monsters. Wow. Wow. I mean, everyone needs to find that USP, right? If that was theirs, more power to them. Anymore, I'm now looking for, like, all of the other places that you might find body hair. Considering he's completely groomed his chest, armpits, no hair there. Come on into the 21st century, bro, and sort out the bro-fro that you've got going on. It's just not right. Merc, what up, bro? How you doing? All right, we're going to wait for that to dry. While that's dry, I'm going to grab some Negro Gold. Oro Necrotico. Harry Buttcrack. I mean... No, he's literally manscaped everywhere apart from the sack. And that That does not look good. Can't so needs a Lawnmower 3.0. Oh god, I've seen that Instagram advert. Alright, it's going to take a coat or two to get down. It's not quite as good coverage as some of Scale's other golds, but I also didn't want the bright gold that we normally do. We're not going for good guy gold, we're going for bad guy gold on this. Toonie Sprues! How you doing, bro? Get them robots to the cup. Gotta make sure they don't freeze. The ruinous powers do not subscribe to Manscaped Mondays. Well, I don't know. Maybe Slaanesh is all about that manscaping. Maybe Nurgle. I don't want to think about that actually. Let's move the conversation very, very swiftly on. Right, that could get dark real fast. Very tangent of a question, mate. We're talking about testicle hair on a miniature at the moment. Please move us on. Doing squad markings on my first Marine chapter. The different companies mixed on a battlefield is just one company typically. So you could have more than one company assembled at one point. It depends on what size the battle is. You could even have an entire chapter called to war, though that is, I believe, relatively rare. But certainly, it could happen. You could get them all in one spot, dude. Not within the same squad, though. The great untrimmed one. Nice. Busy day? Sorry to hear that, bro. As far as non-metallic metal goes, though, Ash, like I've done some on stream a while back. Toonie Sprues, get his sub on, only 9. Feels longer, it does feel longer. And that completes a level 1 hype train. Thank you very much, dude. It does feel like longer. Like you feel like, it feels like you've been here since the start almost. You know, that's kind of where we're at. So, how to freehand the Republic logo. Okay, have fun with that. It's good times when a couple of squads from one country fight with a few from another. Yeah, that could happen, I guess. Essentially, just remember that everything that happens on the tabletop is your story of your minis. So you can do what you like. I know there's lore that's canon and so on, but I have an army of loyalist Iron Warrior Knights. You know? Make it up as you go along. I have a Primaris Alpha Legion army. Frankly, all of the Chaos guys were so much cooler than the Loyalist chapters, but still. LTR Dio Ginho. Dio, hopefully we can go with Dio. How you doing? Welcome. Just getting some gold done on our Ogroid Myrmidon's shield before we get some gangster washes down all over our golds. This is the main boy, who we discovered today has a exciting secret in there where they've sculpted some hair. He's free balling. 'Cause he's free. Free balling. Do we go to spikes, gold, brass, whatever? No, we'll do those red. Do those like cartoon red. And yeah, I guess. A few details here on the inside of the shield. Can be picked up in brass. This bit can be picked up in brass. This bit can be picked up in brass. Hey, Gunbeliever, you were excited as well. Yeah. Simple things, right? Let's get all this done. Yeah, do the horns like a big, bright red on the shield. Like the old school Chaos Warriors used to have, like, extremely red helmet horns and that sort of thing. Exciting secret is what I call mine also. Disappointing reveal is what I call mine. Oh, well done, Des. Well done. I told Jackie on our first date, I always aim to for disappointment. Because if you succeed, then you were going for it. If you fail at disappointment, then, oh well, it could be worse things. This looks like it blends in quite a lot at the moment, but by the time we've got these straps painted up in a nice deep red, this will jump out pretty well. They're using some Rojo Profundo from scale 75. I'm expecting to get it done in about 27,000 thin coats. What is this spike he's got here? The fuck? Yeah, apparently he's got an extra... Oh my god. Oh no, he's got the horn as well. He's got the hairy Mr. Bojangles at the other side. And he's got a horn at the front. This is all looking a little bit... you can get P3 from Element when they're in stock, but unfortunately they currently don't have much in the way of their stock. That was one of the things I was talking to them about earlier on today. But also from Firestorm Games. And as I said earlier on, these are a really good set of guys. They're in a fantastic game shop in Cardiff. Hey, we finished the hype train. Bam. And we got an emote too. He's got a lob on. Absolutely. Beanbag is fully curated myself from YouTube. So I spend several hours picking up my own tunes. Every now and again, we'll just spend another 20-30 minutes having a look around, adding a few new tunes to the queue. It's not shared anywhere or with anyone. Probably a dumb question, but I've never weapon in my life. Would starting with Vallejo Glaze me be a good place to start? Honestly, just start with water is fine. You don't need special tools to build a wet blend or anything, mate, honestly. Water is absolutely fine. It's not something that I do a lot of. Really, it's just... I tend to wet blend if I've missed something, because it's quick. So, if I've been doing stuff with an airbrush, and I've missed a small spot, and I've already painted other things around it, I'll wet blend up. If I have got a load of things like spots or boils or that kind of ilk to paint, then I'll wet blend it. Things like small computer screens and so on. If we're not doing funny old school green screen games and that kind of thing, then I'll wet blend that. But I probably won't wet blend larger areas because yes, you can get a gradient that is almost as smooth as an airbrush out of just wet blending. But if that's only almost as smooth as an airbrush, then I may as well just use my airbrush. George, what up, dude? Doing well, mate. Doing well. How about yourself? You need to be about on New Year's Eve for our giveaway stream. It is the last stream of the month on Thursday. It is New Year's Eve. We're going to be giving away 2 hobby vouchers And we're going to be giving away 2 minis. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Might even have some other giveaways as well. Who knows? Who knows? There might be some Rival Crafts goodies to be given away. There might be some resin objective markers to be given away. Why? What craziness could we possibly have in store? Only just realised I don't have to get up early on Friday. So focused on New Year's Eve, completely forgot New Year's Day was a thing. That'd be cool. Birthday countdown stream for you. Oh, nice, dude. I finished Nick's Dark Angels, all but the Apothecary on bike, which I haven't started. Polly! Getting that sub on 7 months, dude. Thank you very much. To be honest, mate, P3 are just hard to come by right now. They're super good. They're super, super good. And they are made in the UK. So you can imagine, like every other company in the world, they're having a hard time meeting production for anything. So just gotta keep on a lookout, mate. That's all. I do love this mini. He's such a cool sculpt. I ordered the other Ogroid, the Femeroid. Sounds a little bit like a spot you'd get on your bum. The Crusher one, the man with the rocks. You might turn up, good lad. El Pizzerino, what up? To be fair, if Element has got it shown in stock, it will be in stock. And I rate P3. Like, if you could only buy one set of paints, P3 would be the go-to. 100% P3 would be the go-to for me. We are getting our Pro Acryl paints turn up, ideally within the next day or two. They're coming in from Element. That was, again, something I needed to talk to them about earlier on today. And Element have my paint set, but they don't have any of the other parts of the range yet. So, still waiting on those transparent paints, the metallic set, and so on and so forth. P3 are the tits. You paint with first 4 models, you're proud of the mess they are. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, Nemod, I'm kind of waiting for it as well. Like, I've heard lots of good things from people, but then equally, I've never seen any of the big artists using them. I've seen Miniac use them once, I think. And so I am waiting with bated breath to see what these are like. I also know that I am someone that tends to stick to certain paints because these are my comfortable wheelhouse paints and doesn't really get out of that wheelhouse. And so as a result, for the 2 giveaway minis that we do going into next month, we're going to paint all of those minis completely with Pro Acryl where appropriate. So if, for instance, I need a gold and there isn't one in their base color set, then obviously I'll use another studio's gold. But otherwise, we're going to use everything from Pro Acryl that we can on those minis. Good. Yeah, so Kenny absolutely goes off on Pro Acryl, but he and Jason Craze have been tight for years. And so, whilst I'm not going to say it's a biased opinion. It's hard not to see it as an unbiased... Sorry, it's hard for it to not be a biased opinion. It's hard for it to be unbiased. I respect the hell out of Kenny. He is a fantastic artist. And we share a lot of common themes with our painting. We both enjoy the same sort of style. The comic book, cartoon-like finished product. We both make heavy use of the airbrush. And so, yeah, you know, I've got nothing but the greatest respect for him. At all. Like, him popping by the stream every now and again is an awesome thing. Corrigin, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Much love for the man. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be a streamer. I can guarantee you that now. Because I didn't even know that Twitch existed for paint streams until I found it by watching his YouTube videos. Many, many years ago now. Steiner! Speaking of cool streamers, look who showed up. How's it going, brother? Alright, let's get some of that red on. This is going to be an absolute fuck of the paint, so let's get on. Talking Kenny? We are talking Kenny. He's a good dude. Right, this stuff is great, but my god, it's like custard. So you've just got to treat it a little bit carefully and thin it properly and take your time with it a bit. But it is great. Going on with a pretty loaded brush to just speed through all this though. We know we're going to get a lot of brush strokes because that's just the way that the scale stuff works. You get nothing but brush strokes to begin with because it's got to go on so thin. And that second coat will tidy up pretty much everything. But it's an epic, epic colour. Goes on better over brown than it does over black, that's for damn sure. Yes. How your skin work up? That's awesome. God, I couldn't even tell you, mate. Let's see, how did we start it? So I started off with all of the skin on the back. So he's got this kind of dark brown, except that isn't dark brown, that's purple. So that's a mixture of black, purple, and then grey worked up into it a little bit. And we put that on all over the back. And then for the front, I started off with deep red from Scale. And then kind of just went back and forth. This is why I can't really give you a recipe for it. Just kind of did what felt right for all the highlights. I know we used things like Ember Orange from P3, some Flash Kits Yellow. We did a all over glaze using some Troll Slayer. It was all done through the airbrush on the Hellstorm Wargaming stream last night. So check out that. AMP Services! How's it going, dude? How is it going? Everyone, give my man Justin a follow. This guy's an absolute boss. Sergeant Rolf, no problem, mate. Something a great clean shaved one tomorrow has told us about your tip. You gave me about being careful not to go 4 knuckles deep in him. Oh god, it's gross, but it's true. Like, you generally have to hold him on a base or you're like this. Meaty Hooks, I've used some of the Scale 75 paints. I've got a fair few of them. A lot of their reds, a lot of their blues. Because I pick them up when I'm doing a project that requires those colours more than anything else. And they're great, but they're a fucker to use. They just are. They are a very, very, very thick medium. I've heard people say gel-based medium, and that's, to my mind, entirely not true. It's just very thick. Like, you think about a gel, like, think about stuff like hair gel. Gel kind of means jelly to a degree. and no paint is like that at all. So you've got to get a lot of work done every time you pick up the Scale 75 paints to get the sort of finish that you want from them. But they're worth it. They really are. It's a beautiful ultra matte finish, which I can get from a can of Tester's Dull Coat using whatever other paints I want. Which is why I don't use a lot of Scale 75. If I did have a matte varnish, then sure, I'd use Scale, but Justin, take care, brother. Thank you for bringing your community over here. Everyone, I really mean it. If you're not already following this guy, do follow him. He's an unbelievably positive aspect of our hobby. All around cool dude. And he's a solid painter. You know, I give him a good 9 out of 10. Good painting skills. It's absolutely nothing. No, not even consistency. It's not. Contrast paint is gloopy. This is thick. Really thick. Custard thick. Yeah, that kind of thing works, Sergeant Rolf, sorry. You can contact Element through email still, not answering phones for obvious reasons. Use the web chat, mate. The guys that answer it are super, super good. Like, I spoke to Harry a couple of times. I spoke to Nige today. Solid dude, really helpful. Again, their customer service, absolutely on point. In fact, their customer service is so good that it's one of the only times I'll ever hang around afterwards just to answer the survey of, yes, your customer service was great, please keep it up. Normally those sorts of things I can't wait to click off of or delete the email that comes out to me in, but those guys are solid. They do some great work. They deserve the props from management, so. Alright, any more red? The shield, yes. We've still got this bone to do. Crotch bone, we've got some gold to do up here. Feeling like a heavy body is very heavy body. Very heavy body. How did you know, Danny, actually, you know what? I'm not sure I want to know. Actually, no, I really want to know. How did you nearly set a mini on fire? You utter doofus. I'm waiting for, like, hairdryer just blew out fire, not hot air. Time to replace the hairdryer. Yeah, mine did that, and then it stopped working. Time to replace. Yeah, now it doesn't work. There you go. So that happens when basically the filament explodes, I think. Also, I don't want this to be some bullshit excuse of, oh look, Jay, I tried to put something in the whip today, but you know, I set my mini on fire using a hairdryer, and well, you know, and the dog ate my mini, and teacher said I could hand it in on Tuesday instead. D6 tax automatically hits. Yes, there you go. I feel handheld hairdryer though, only strength 2. And realistically, about 6-inch range. At best. Can't have the extra range that Flamer's got. See, even these are going to need a second coat of that red. That's just the way it goes. +4 AP. Yeah, absolutely. Still fails on ones. Sunshine, going well. How are you? Still better than the last gun. At least it auto hits, you know. Alright, let's do that very unfortunately placed rod on that he's got going on. Why would you sculpt a horn here anyway, let alone when you've also sculpted a garden in the gentleman's area round the back? Has no other body hair, you know, completely manscaped apart from randomly that. You got a blue mohawk now. Awesome. Awesome. So I should be left alone with things that set fire to warhammers while using a hairdryer. Pretty sure Daz didn't sculpt this. It's way too thick. So the second of what will easily be 3 coats now, looking at the way this is going. If not 4. I love scale colours, but it's such a dick. At least it doesn't have a centre parting. Right. Oh, beanbag. I've lost count of the number of butt cracks I've had to paint. Grit and Clean one, definitely worst butt crack to paint. Currently, I think Void Dragon, nicest butt. As far as GW sculpts go, that the Void Dragon got the A-rated sculpture on the butt crack. Bands Lost Arms, what up? How's it going, man? I love the fact they've gone with like a studded armor. Reminds me of playing D&D and stuff where everyone starts off with studded leather armor. And it's terrible, but it's just what you've got, so... Right, let's wait for that to dry before we give it the coat number 3. Boy, Dragon got his implants going on. No, it's toy like a toy guy. It's always a bad thing when you swear your Plague Bearer giggles. yeah. Plague Bearers, not good butts. Not good butts. So once we've done all the gold, we get some brown on all of those straps. Get some P3 Battlefield brown going on. Probably mix just a little bit of Evil Suns into it. Give it a slightly more red hue. Sorry, not Evil Suns, Kador red. That's because I had to talk through conversions in paints with somebody last night on their lesson. Did a lesson on how to paint faces after the Hellstorm stream yesterday. Good fun lesson, that. And when I told them they need red paint to paint a face, they were like, no, We're not doing a climb. Like, what do you mean red? Like, trust me, bro. You're gonna want red. You're gonna need red. He was very happy with the result. Yeah, we'll do all those. We'll get some black wash going all over the gold, all over the horns. We want to get some silver on here, which I haven't picked up. As soon as you grab that as well. We need to do some bandages, which have got nails through them. That's one way to go. Let's get some brown for that rather than bone. Keep it all nice and dark. So let's go with Gravedigger Dennis. Not Gravedigger Dennis. Gravedigger Earth. Steel Legion Drab, which is what they now call it. We keep forgetting that one. Get a Battlefield Brown, get a Kato Red. And some silver. Let's go with Gunmetal. No, you know what? Let's just, for a change, let's use P3's Pig Iron. Slightly different. Yeah, I said a while back, but I don't think I got my meeps. If something show up, it will happen. Very rarely the bot has an issue, and it just doesn't go through for like an hour or two, and I don't know why. But we've had it happen once or twice, so just give it some time, mate, and you'll be fine, I'm sure. If you still haven't by Thursday night stream, then let me know and I'll add meeps to your account manually. Sometimes the bot just do what the bot just do. Alright, so Battlefield Brown mixed in with a little Kato Red base. Gives me a slightly more reddish brown. Tim, you are definitely cranking up those meeps. That's a solid balance right there. You definitely need to be here on Thursday to spend those. This guy could do with moving his spear just a little bit for me, just so I can get into these areas a little easier. We'll do all the rings in silver, and we use a really, really bright silver as a base. So rather than going with like the pig iron we just pulled out, we'll just go straight on with Vallejo silver and start them off very, very bright. Because if we do gold on those, there's such a small detail next to a lot of yellowish areas anyway that they'll just blend in. We don't want that. Fish, what up, dude? Two brush blending is absolutely one of the most annoying things. I know exactly which video you mean. It's a guy painting Menoth White and Menoth White highlight on I don't know what the mini's called, but it's like one of the Warjacks or something. Two brush blending is like rubbing your head. So rubbing your belly and patting your head at the same time as painting. It's one of the least fun things that you can do as far as I'm concerned. Because every now and again, you go from having a brush in your other hand to having a brush trapped between your fingers to having the end of it in your mouth. And it's such a stressful way to paint. I don't understand anyone that finds that that method fun and easy. If that's the way your brain works and your body wants you to do things, that's great. Go you. But why? Just get an airbrush. Put it this way, I'd rather never airbrush again than ever two brush blend again. That's And I love my airbrush. Like, fuck that noise. If someone put a gun to my head and told me I'd have to give up my airbrush and they'd literally take it away there and then, or I could never two-brush blend, or I'd have to two-brush blend, they can have the airbrush. Wet blending, way easier than that. Do 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 do. Pretty sure I was listening to this track earlier on, just off stream. Every now and again, some of my save stream music comes up in whatever YouTube playlist I'm listening to. Always good when that happens. So this is going on much easier than that scale 75 paint. Getting much better coverage with it. Hendarian guy's cool wet blending vid on a cape, which is good. His Instagram is just saying, yes it is. Yes it is. He is a fucking out there artist. His just quality, his output is utterly next level. He has spent a long time learning his craft. Alright, what else we got to do? We've got this strap, that strap over the hair to do, and then bandages we're going to do brown. This we need to tidy up and do a different brown, so I might just mix some coal black into this and see what happens basically. Just one thing about knowing your speed painting in Mini, it kind of frees up a load of decisions about, well, I could stop and do this and do this and do this and do this, and it'll look really sick. You don't have that luxury so much anymore, so it just becomes, well, what have I got on my palette? I've got this, that'll do. Backache's been sat here since 1 PM painting. 1 PM? What time is it now over where you are, dude? Because I'm about to tell you there's some rookie numbers. UK time. Those are some rookie numbers. Today, there is actually nothing for me to do in the office. And so I've been painting since 8:30 this morning. And with the exception of taking some photos of the... Thank you very much for that sub, dude. Welcome. Good to see you again, as always. Thanks for joining the Hellstorm screen last night as well. This brown is a mixture of P3 Battlefield Brown and P3 Kador Red Base. Fish! Get it sold on 14 months, man. 14 months. Hot damn. Tilts, just buy acrylics. Stop trying to force oil paints onto tiny minis. Just buy acrylics. It's easier. You'll get more done. So yeah, this is a good mix, basically. But yes, I'm constantly sort of sat painting like this, and I have to properly Archman back. The money we got from the lion stream is going to go onto a chair. I just need to do some research on chairs and find super good chairs that have back support. Now the issue is with stuff like that is because of having to paint for video, whether it is this stream or whether it is painting for YouTube or Patreon, I will always be sat forward. I don't think I'm ever going to get a paint that is like properly right back where I can sit correctly and have this. Fish, that's awesome, man. Did you not go back in time when you hit 88 miles an hour? What kind of sledge doesn't have a flux capacitor, dude? You got some absolute bullshit sledge skills going on there. Right, is that all the burn? No, that's bandage. Yep, cool. It's all brown. Let's try this mixed in with some coal black and see what happens. I'm expecting just a really desaturated, actually quite nice brown. That red has really helped pop off against the blue and the coal black. It's given an ever so slightly purple tone to this brown. It's one of the best things about brown though, right? Brown is all the colours, and so you'll always be able to get different shades of brown that head slightly towards more of a green, quite easily a blue, a purple, a red. Yellow browns you don't tend to see so much of. Just come out really muddy, but very small pink one designed for kids. I bet you looked epic. Have a sledgehammer work for breaking fixtures. Its name is Solomon. Okay. Thanks for the share. I'm going to do another coat on this, but I've got a hairdryer that doesn't actually act as a flamer. I thought I'd give it a try and see what happens. So far, haven't set fire to my knee. And yeah, we're good. We're good. Mini didn't melt. She's good. Right, so we've got the bandages to do. We need to get another coat of red on that loincloth and on the shield spikes as well. And then we're up to washes, I think, after that. Anyway, 2 hours left to Force Horizon. I don't want to get them all as a kid. They should have perfect books. They need to paint multi-match, right? They need to throw it in the bin. That's what they need to do. It's a health hazard. Oh, we got some silver to do. Got his weapon to do. Oh, and some skulls. Skulls on a shield. Well, I've got brown. They're going to be brown now. Also, a couple of silver rings here and there, which you need to remember. Somebody remind me silver rings before I get the black wash out, please. Yeah, powering through. Powering through. Paint your rings. Why so much butt stuff tonight? Hey man, I said rings with a plural. If you've got a multi-butt, then that's something that you need to discuss with your evil clone man It lives in a laboratory on the top of Spooky Hill. Please somebody get that reference. Oh, I could make a monkey with 6 asses. Gumbalina, absolutely great comeback. Dr. Mephisto, well done. Melchete to the rescue. Well done, dude. You are the hero the stream needs. Get in there on that hand a little bit. Get these bandages done. Alright, pain in the bum to paint. Jerry dropped dead. Here he is. How you doing, bro? This is the man the Myrmidon is for. Hoping to get this guy finished between this stream and the next stream, bud. So there's a strange thing we noticed about this guy earlier on, and unfortunately you can see it right now. There's some hair that they've sculpted somewhere that I didn't expect to see. It was a bit of a surprise attack. It was very weird. But hope you're liking him, mate. He's a very cool mini. We've got the other one on the way, the femoral. I'm pretty sure it's the Femeroid Crusher. I'm trying to think of the name. I'm pretty sure that's it. They code the nips, but shit. Yes, exactly that. There's some underlay on this guy. For me, it's more the fact that he's clearly shaved everywhere else, you know, but decided to leave the garden intact. It's just strange. That's not how I finally finished my Platypus crawler. Feels like 40,000 years since it started. Great. Fish, how's your back? Because the statement, leaving it so long with the rest shaved, could be. You reckon it's intimidation? You reckon the loincloth just snaps in the wind or something, and next thing you know, Barbara Bush is looking back at you. I think we're going to use this on the little bits of string as well. He's got on his loincloth there, so we get that red down. And we can finish off any little details with this, do the silvers. And that might be it. As long as that joke made one person laugh, that's all that mattered. Oh, I got this bit on the tail to do. Brush has nearly had it now as well. been abusing the shit out of it all day, putting some washes down. And I think we've finally got to the point where we've shafted the point now. But it has served me a good length of time. I think we're about 4.5 months of this brush. Might be closing in on 5. And it's still good for laying down base coats. Probably not going to get any detail work done with it. So the biggest killer for my brushes, I showed this to the guy I was doing the painting lesson with yesterday. And I still painted pupils with this brush. Is that they shrink. Oh, brilliant. I've never seen Moana. Or in fact most of the Disney, Pixar, whatever films. But that's awesome. Right. Other than those bits on his loincloth, is there any more of that? Maybe on here, yeah. Yeah, got a bit of leather strap. On here. Boom, done. Right, let's go on that red again. Still on the rock things. Cool. It's me steam cheesecake push. Oh, brilliant. It's like our road trip Spotify last trip to Warhammer World. Awesome. Good work. Good work. I don't think I've got any song that gets under my skin like that. Plenty of songs that are, oh god, not this is overplayed, or oh god, not this, it's share. But I don't think I've got anything that really just makes me angry. Oh, actually, no, that's a lie. That is, I've thought of several things. Remember a while back there was a fashion for rock chicks to cover things like Sweet Child of Mine and so on. Like, let's take a song with loads of energy, and instead of singing it the way that it clearly should be sung, let's just limp along and like, oh, 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 sweet child of mine. It's why does all the good rock songs I listened to as a kid have to become what's basically a fucking funeral dirge? So stuff like that's music that annoys the shit out of me. Not against people doing covers. That's fine. Johnny Cash, Hurt. What an amazing cover. That's one of the very few covers I think that's better than the original. Very few covers. And if anyone says The Sound of Silence, I'll boot you. It's a good song. It's a good version of the song. But there's no way that was better than Dylan. My girlfriend loves cover bands for some reason. Yeah, exactly. Most of it's worse. All Saints, Under the Bridge. All Saints to begin with. The Star song from Million Ways don't think I know the song. Ichu, how you doing? JC, what up? Can you put enough magnets on my glider tank that'll stick to the fridge? Nice. Best place for it. My old band covered a tiny part of Paradise City partway through one of our own songs when we played live just ahead of it. Caught me well off guard. Fair. Whiskey in a Jar. Yeah, Jaeger, most people think that it's here. Oh, for fuck's sake. I can't believe I got that wrong. Thank you, Des. Why do I think it was Dylan? Don't know. Bad brain today. But yeah, there are some great songs out there by some amazing people, and some of them have been reimagined really, really, really well. Sympathy for the Devil by Guns N' Roses. I actually really, really like their version. I don't think it's necessarily better than the original, but it's good. It's pretty close. Let's get another pass on these. Shield spikes. Any more red we need to redo? No, so we've got some silver to do. What should we do for this little helmet on the base? I don't think that should be red. Don't know. In fact, Jerry, are you still there, mate? 'Cause if so, give us an idea of how you'd like the base. Give us a theme and we can work with it from there. Right. We can go with just something like Chaos Wastes. We could do... Since we're talking about music, it could be Welcome to the Jungle. Jungle style base on this would look pretty cool, I think, actually. But, hey, maybe you've got an army that you're like thinking this could go in alongside my... I don't even know what Sigmar armies can take this guy. I love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett as a cracking cover that photo is the cover. I didn't realise that was a cover. The Bad Horse cover of Zombie is good. It is good, but I don't think it's better than the original. I like the Metallica version of Whiskey in a Jar. He's got a jungle style ass crack. I mean, if you want, he's got a bit of a jungle going on. God, you guys are talking about the darker side of metal over there, so I'm gonna get out of that conversation. No, I think you were right the first time as well. Oh, hello. What's going on here? It's got a load of medium coming out. Use some actual paint with that. Yeah, there we go. We'll do this for the blade, and then we'll do bright silver for the little rings and everything else he's got going on. His own little bits of jewellery. Pig Iron. That's a great song. Great Johnny Cash song. Yeah, can't get into music that's that. Right. Motorhead, holy shit. That would have been a great gig to see. Right, any more bits of just kind of dark silver that we need to do? Don't think so. Cool. Lift. So going really bright with this because it's right next to a load of otherwise dark colours. Got these browns. While they're not flat because we've mixed in that red, there's not a lot going on with them. So let's pick out these in something very bright to help separate the two a bit more. I still think that one of the best things about Lemmy was a story that he told on a documentary about him and the band. I've told it a few times on stream, so I sort of skipped to the punchline. But basically, he went to the doctors and got a checkup, just like an all-overs checkup. He drank a lot, literally drank a bottle of Jack Daniels a day, smoked 40 cigarettes a day, and was very worried about the fact that a lifetime of living like the rock god that he was having significant health impacts. And the doctor took some test samples and so on and sent him away, and he came back not that long later, and the doctor was very much concerned that he shouldn't give up smoking or drinking, because if he did, the shock to his system might kill him, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with his liver or his lungs. What an absolute lad. The orange juice thing. I have no idea what the orange juice thing is, bro. Please enlighten me of the orange juice thing. Wait, tooth. Oh, and the skulls. Got the skulls. Nearly forgot the skulls. And it's wash time, I think. Don't think there's anything else left to do. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Lemmy sold his soul. Pretty sure. He did eventually change to vodka from whiskey. Fair. Fair. Just as I swap out JD and Coke for JD and Orange for a healthier option. Nice. Silver rings, done those, but thank you very much, dude. Actually, there's one more on the shield I need to do. Cheers, Des. I think the only vodka I've ever had which I actually enjoyed the taste of, and anyone from the US will know what I'm talking about here, most people won't understand this, is Kirkland vodka. That stuff's actually really good, and I quite like the taste of it, just drunk neat. And apparently, it's made in exactly the same place as Grey Goose. But I've never had Grey Goose, because Grey Goose is, say, I don't know what, mid £30 a bottle. Whereas Kirkland is super cheap. Yeah, Costco's own brand. So, there you go. Okay. Grey Goose, probably decent based on that. I'll take it for pennies on the dollar. My mates in the States sent me a litre of it in a plastic bottle to save on weight, saying that you will never believe what this stuff is, you have to drink it. And not being a massive vodka guy, I couldn't work it out, so I kind of spoiled his fun a little. But when he said this is Costco's own brand vodka, they do their own brand whiskeys and so on, and their whiskeys are actually pretty okay. So keep an eye on Costco, guys. Yeah, exactly. It's all somebody else's stuff that they've bought. You know how you occasionally see barrels of biscuits and stuff that are the broken biscuit assortment and everything else. You get that kind of mentality with everything, whether it is booze or cigars or whatever. There's always factory seconds of something where it either hasn't quite turned out the way that the people that own a distillery or whatever wanted it to, or they've got half a barrel left and it's not enough to warrant putting out a full bottling run of, and all these sorts of things. And so they sell it to somebody else to then sell it on. And they normally don't make very much money off of it, their resale, but it's still a damn good product. Just going to give another quick coat of gold around the edge of the shield. It's a bit patchy. I know we're speed painted, but there's a fucking limit, right? Still going to do a good job on this guy. Just quickly. And so I've had whiskies before that were like Macallan 10 year, but branded as somebody else for about half the price of Macallan 10 year. Just finding out all these little bits and pieces and trying to work out which one's which. Give you a really good deal at times. Right. That's that. Let's go back to this guy. Nothing else that needs doing, I don't think. The little piece of string on his loincloth. I need to do something with all this. That's all a load of parchment. It's not parchment, bandage rather. Wrapped around what looks like a metal core because it belongs on the shield, so that could be pig iron as well. Costco is also the best place up here to get Mexican Coke. Yes, real Coke rather than the high fructose corn syrup stuff. Yeah. Everyone I know of in the States that drinks Coke either say the way you did, like, so I know I drink Mexican Coke, or they say they drink Pepsi. And I think, to me, that's the biggest distinction. If you drink Coke, it's probably Mexican Coke, or what we would drink over here, or you're drinking Pepsi, which is as close to it as you'll get. Who the fuck drinks Pepsi over Coke? Right. Anything else? Eyes and teeth. There's a little silver ring in his nose he needs to paint. Mexican limeade is fun. Ooh. You drink Pepsi. Get out. Frog Lane Studio. Oh, you flirt. You absolute flirt. How are you, dude? Might as well do his teeth. We got any mouth white highlight? Yes, we do. Gonna give him white teeth, despite the fact we could him black horns and everything else. It would just look really weird if we gave him black teeth. He's got a little tongue in there too. We've got some Kato red. We can fire that over. Let's just brighten that up a touch. Pepsi fans unite. Pepsi fans get banned at once. Toonie Spruce, thank you for that shout out, mate. Tesco's used to a cheap brand bourbon for around £9 for 70 out. Purchased a Jim Beam for half price. Fair. Fair. Did I buy bourbon today? I think I did. I think I nearly bought bourbon. Nearly bought bourbon today. Instead, we went with some Glenfarclas 15-year Scotch. Trying to find anywhere in the UK I can get a bottle of Angel's Envy. It's hard enough to get in the US, I believe. There are plenty of places that sell it, but you've kind of got to know a bit about bourbon to get on those lists, I guess. Can't find it over here. No Name Body and Cherry Pepsi. You might be. You might be. Crew ready to 2 Dorks tonight, but I want to come and hang out here. Oh, dude. Fair. Fair enough. Well, thank you. Right. Finally at wash stage, I think. Fuck it, we're doing it anyway. Doing it anyway. Got some dark tone. Right? Yes, or some strong tone as well. This is my Bad Guy Gold recipe. So I nearly bought some Old Grandad, but I double checked it and it wasn't the 114. It was just their regular 40%, 80 proof. And everyone that's told me Old Grandad is good, I'm like, well, they always talk about that one, so there's probably a reason for it. And therefore, I didn't buy it. Bought some good plantation rum though. Looking forward to that getting here in a couple of days. Right, let's get it on. So just some dark tone right over the top of all of these horns. Make sure we get into every single one of these little recesses, and over the gold as well. That's right, we're washing gold with black. This is Bad Guy Gold. It gives that really nice looking kind of old, nasty, evil artifact kind of look to it. And it's the exact antithesis of Good Guy Gold. Might still get washed twice. It's still nice, fair. Dirty Habit, doing well, dude, doing well. Glad you and Frog Lane both came by. How about you guys? How was your stream? Or whichever stream you were in. You said they'd gone off to raid 2 Dorks, 1 Brush, but how was the rest of the stream? I love how this guy's got 6 horns, all sprouting from the same place. 3 completely different sets of 2. Love it. Makes next to no sense, but that's kind of the point with him, right? Don't tell the others I'm here. Was it your raid? You fired it off and were like, bye. Wow. Currently in isolation, got plenty of plastic. Oh shit, dude. Are you suspected of being ill or just playing it safe? Anybody else here, by the way, a fan of Goobertown hobbies? Because I think Brent's great. I think he's a really cool guy. I sometimes have a hard time watching his videos because I can also imagine he might have a collection of lampshades made out of people. And I'm sure that's not the case. But not positive. So, I don't know why, I just get that kind of slightly weird vibe off him every and again. But I watched his latest video. He was painting a couple of these for his Slaves of Darkness army for Age of Sigmar. This one and a Crusher one. And he was talking about how he is pretty much in complete lockdown, and he is essentially just going to turn everything into this very positive like hobby focused thing, and he's going to come out the other side of COVID having done a load of stuff for his army, so he might actually have a fully painted army for the first time ever, and so on. And I think that's a really, really great way to look at things. You know, try and find the good in the bad and everything else. I hope he gets on with it though, because let's be fair, we had lockdown for several months at the start of the year. If you didn't have a painted army by the end of that, you were never going to get one. I thought it was more creepy porcelain dolls in the cupboard. Fuck that. Fuck no. No, no, no. Fuck no. No dolls. Absolutely not. Dolls and ventriloquist dummies, that's a solid nope. But again, he's a solid dude. He's a really great guy. And he's got such a absolute wealth of knowledge because he's super fucking smart. Oh, we still didn't do that bloody string. Do that now. Get this washed on the gold, and then we'll do that bit. I mean, dude's a fucking doctor. Don't know. It's on shuffle, so I can't tell you. Sorry, bro. Stream music is a closely guarded secret. We almost never give out names. Almost never give out names. PhD. Well, there's teeth on here, but that's alright. They get painted this colour as well for now. There's a little silver ring there, though. We did miss one in the end. Yeah, Shazam definitely won't get it, you're right. We've reached lockdown since March, managed to get out for 4 or 5 games in August, September, it was super cautious, yeah. I did a couple of RTTs and obviously no retreat. Other than that, I've played against Nick once. No, we played 2 games of 9th, which lasted not very long. And then we played a game against my Crons not that long ago. But that took us 3 attempts to get sorted out. It just... Tilts, I mean, we kind of are already. Most of the nation is in tier 3, which is basically don't leave the fucking house unless you have to. And ideally not at all. And then you've got a load of places in tier 4 right now, which are obviously not doing so well. We've just had something like 53,000 cases confirmed today. 53,000 cases in a... What? Just... How? It's madness. It's fucking madness. But anyway, you know, so it's obvious that we're going to go into a national lockdown. To be honest, whilst I get that it harms the economy because people aren't spending money, high street sales were down a couple of billion, I think, this year in the Boxing Day sales. Yet there are still plenty of people out in Cheltenham, I can guarantee you that. To the point where my missus and I always go for a walk. Every single day we try and go for a walk. And we normally go at night because there's less people about. And I'm normally seeing her Wednesday evening. So, nighttime walk, no one about, it's all good. And we try and go for a walk on a weekend day. And whilst there's normally more people about because it's the weekend and so on, it's not normally so bad. But my God, Boxing Day, there were so many people. I just said, look, I can't deal with this. We're going to have to go back. I was getting so pissed off with just the amount of mongs just traipsing about. No thought of social distance. Pitville, yeah, Pitville, and then like the other side of it, around a lake. Or Stratford Park, or we'll do, oh God, the other side of the hospital. Can't remember what it's called. So, Northern Ireland confirmed highest recorded cases today since it started. Not surprised. Oh my God. Yeah, you get... that sucks. Bob and I totally understand that. Totally understand that. I got a buddy that's trying to get on Team England, and he has been playing outdoor hammer, and trying to organise practice games to play outdoors. He hasn't played a lot of 9th, and so didn't play a lot of 8th either, I don't think. So I don't know how that's going for him, but fingers crossed that it's going well. I haven't wanted to see basically anyone. In fact, I couldn't see most people because my girlfriend is my social bubble, so I can only see her at the moment. You get tested twice a month for my job. I've been tested in April/May-ish. So if you get to meet someone who's tested positive, you might confirm cases. Sure, you should meet someone soon. Possibly. I got a buddy who's frequently in stream. He gets tested twice a week. Because he works in a infrastructure for the country role, and he has met plenty of people that have been positive for the virus. In fact, one of the times we've arranged a game of 40k, he got a phone call just as we finished setting up objective markers and stuff, saying a mate of his had just tested positive for it, and so he packed up and I sanitised the house. Yay. Post one of those crazy conspiracy videos in our work group chat. It's meant to update us when it changed. What? Tell him to fuck off. Just ask him if he was vaccinated, because then maybe he might prove some of the things that he fucking thinks about. I'm not going to get started on it. I'm just not. Let's avoid that type of conversation. Everyone's entitled to their own views, even if you're a fucking idiot. Pretty sure we had it in mid-March after I went to Manchester. FPM and Mrs. Tennis funeral, both very ill. Fair. My buddy Mark thinks that he actually might have brought it to the UK, and I don't think so. I think he's talking shit. But he had an extreme cough/flu, loss of taste, complete lack of energy, and so on, in March, after coming back from a trip for which there are a lot of Chinese business people on the trip, some of which were apparently very ill during the trip. So, there's no vaccination for stupid. There is in fact a vaccination for stupid. It's quite a solution though. Slapped on shitloads of wash there. Let's just pick all that up, stop it from pooling. Yes. Ventress, it's alright, mate, you're good. Don't worry. How you doing, bro? Has Mikey messaged you back yet? Because I told him to yesterday. He's like, yes, I need to. I'm super shit and I just forgot. He does want them. But basically he's like he said, he's just super shit and he just forgets. Right, that's all of the black wash on that boy. Let's do it on shield. Take safe levels off every. Yes, exactly that. If we stopped having all of the warning, this bag may contain traces of nuts on a bag of peanuts. It better contain more than traces of nuts. If I've just bought a bag of peanuts, it had better contain more than just traces. Warning, this product may contain milk on a carton of milk. May contain milk? Did someone just these nuts? Yes. Well, brilliant. No, I saw it and a part of me was like, no, that can't have happened. No. Viking, have you got your bloody mini yet? Jetpack Jones. They are beans, yes. Bizarrely though, people are allergic to nuts are occasionally also allergic to peas as well. So I guess it's really a pea allergy. But it's probably a good thing we don't call it that. That would spawn many, many jokes. Hersalcero, how you doing? Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, his Death Watch are literally something else. They're crazy, crazy good. Right. Any more black washes that need tidying up? Yep. Let's come back in here. Just swipe away some of that on the weapon. That part's alright actually. That's just shaded in quite nicely just within both sides of the recess. So we'll leave that as is. It's looking good. Right, let's get our strong tone on. Shade everything else. What am I painting? Arcana HS. Sorry for missing your comment. We're painting a Ogroid Myrmidon from Warcry. He's a very cool looking mini. This was for a giveaway last month. Thanks for joining the stream. Fair enough, Ventress. Totally don't blame you. Taking the piss with that allergy, absolutely. Datson's dog getting his subprime on. Cheers, brother. Always appreciate the pooch. Doing well, mate. Doing pretty well. I don't have a link to that Death Watch, but you can check out his Instagram, which is just !pedley. In fact, we do have a link. I forgot this. But they're sick. Damo is absolutely one of the best painters. Flat out. You know, there's no, that I know, qualification or in the UK qualification. Just he's a fucking great painter. Golden Demon winner with an amazing looking Chaos Giant conversion that he did, sculpted it and painted it all himself. But his Death Watch are something else, man. They're just so good. It's the freehand. All of his freehand is unbelievably crisp to the point where you can't safely say that it's freehand. Yeah, you're looking at it and you're like, well, I mean, is it a decal? He's got a very cute dog. Yeah. Yeah. Pac-Man's a fucking beast, though. It's one big old pooch. There you go, let's get some Pedders love in the stream. Just randomly jabbed my brush on the end of his bloody hand there. Totally didn't mean to do that. Right, what can we do? Oh, wait for this wash to dry. What bits will be still able to paint? Get some gold highlights down. That was one of the first things we washed. And some silver highlights down. That would be a good shout as well. And, oh no, actually, I know what we need to do. We haven't done the highlights on the skin on his back. That needs to be done. So, done all the skin highlights on the front, like all around here. You can see it's definitely plenty of highlights going on. Haven't done any highlights on a darker skin tone that we've got on his back. Let's do that. Paint hand stripes inside of some turning bottle cables. Yeah. Wash his bottles again, just so they're clean. I'm sure they're clean, mate. You know, I imagine, considering he's, like you said, manscaped everywhere else, but left a gigantic garden down there. It's probably a source of great pride to him. It might even just be the source of his power. Maybe he's Samson, and you know, if he cuts that particular set of hair, he loses his power. Maybe it's that. That's a stretch, I'm well aware. But we'll go with it for now. You can remind us what the giveaways are on Thursday. You're right, I could, considering it's nearly 11 o'clock. On Thursday, which is New Year's Eve, it is the last stream of the month, and we're hopefully going to finish this guy in that stream as well. Now, during every single stream that's the last stream of the month, we do 2 giveaways. We give away a mini, and we give away a hobby voucher. The hobby voucher is for £50 worth of whatever your currency is. So let's say you live in the US, it'll be £50 worth of US dollars. If you live in Australia, it'll be about $8 million redos, except it won't. But you get the idea. This month, however, because it's New Year's Eve for our last stream of the month, and no one can go out and have a party, why don't we just bring the party here a little bit? So we're going to be kicking off the stream at 9 with a couple of giveaways, starting off where you can spend your meeps. Meeps are the channel currency. The channel currency you get by just being here and chilling out and having fun and, you know, being part of the community. You also get it if you are a subscriber, if you gift a subscription, or if you do donates and the other things that Twitch kind of incentivizes you to do. You don't get channel points for cheers. I think that's the only one. But anyway, we're going to be giving away 2 hobby vouchers, at least. We might have a load more giveaways. Might have many more giveaways, in fact. Might be giving away some Rival Crafts goodies. It's possible. I don't know if we are or not. We'll see. We might be giving away some 3D printed objective markers for 40k. That could happen. That could be a thing. But what we are going to give away is a mini painted by me in a colour scheme of the winner's choice, which we do every single month. Exclamation point mystery. We always have the choice of 2 minis. Now, this is a sub-only giveaway, but by being a sub, you do get, of course, a handful of meeps. That's going to get you into that giveaway for those hobby vouchers. And this time, we're going to do 2 hobby vouchers. Once you're entered in the chance to get hold of both of them, or either of them, though. No duplicate winners. Let's spread the love out. So, there's every single chance that somebody's going to walk home with 50 quid's worth of toy soldier stuff. Can you win? I never win. How does the ring system work? Who do I pay? I think Viking. I think you pay Viking, actually. That's why he never wins. It's too suspicious. Jimbo-o. Jimbo-o. Maybe. Hopefully I didn't get that too wrong. Thank you for the follow, bro. So, every month we have 2 minis up for grabs that you guys know about. We publicize them ahead of the giveaway stream. We kind of do reveals leading up to that giveaway moment, so you guys know what's going on. This month, the 2 giveaways that you'll know of are the old school Christmas mini, the Red Gobbo, because frankly, Joseph Buckman looks like shit. Can you work up, pal? For the last few minutes, I'm just going to look around. Hey, thank you very much, bro. Cheers for being here. Bugman does not look good. This guy looks the tits. He's a great mini, loads of detail. You know, he's got a bag full of grenades to give out. Who doesn't want that at Christmas, right? He's great. The other mini that we've got is a Sisters of Battle Adepta Sororitas Magifier. This is just a beautiful miniature. It really, really is. There's so much coolness about this. Now, they are, of course, extremely easy to break. And so when we assemble it, the great big statue that goes on top of this, we will pin in place to ensure that it's at least as stable as possible. But the Sisters of Battle minis are glorious. They are a bit weird to paint because they're a slightly small scale. Tilt, you can't make me do shit. Like I said, you get to choose the color scheme. That's it. So these are the 2 minis that we've got up for grabs. Now, if you decide, you know what, Jay, I hate Sisters of Battle, and who the fuck wants a novelty goblin? That's fine. I've got you covered as well. For one lucky subscriber, instead of winning either of these 2 minis, you could win the contents of the mystery box. Now, in here is a mini. It's a mini that I feel is very close to my heart. And whoever gets this can have it in a colour scheme they want, as long as it's not a colour scheme I've done it in before. That's it. That's it. Now, this wasn't chosen last month. That's why it's taped up. Des thinks he knows. I mean, there's something you didn't guess that is very close to my heart and that I've painted in a couple of different colour schemes. You know. So in here is something very cool. Rochambeau for it. Yeah, of course. There's definitely some plastic in there. That's all we've got. But this is one of the prizes up for grabs on New Year's Eve. Whiskey. I have no idea what you mean. I've never, ever imbibed that ever in my life. Empty shot glass. Who needs a shot glass? Bottles. So we've got either the mystery box or these two. Now, if you are a Patreon member of Video Viewer or higher, especially when Patreon, you get a second chance at one of these two minis. You can't have the box. The box is solely for the stream and the people here. But that second prize isn't bad, because that's what this guy was. You know, he was a second life, extra chance to win by being on Patreon. And he's looking pretty dope. Yeah, gotta like this guy. Captain Swirls, you're an absolute legend. Thank you very much. That's extremely nice of you to say. Glad you've had fun here. And even better, that you've managed to learn something. From me, of all people, as well. So there you go. That's what's going on for New Year's. I've got a load of Rival Craft stuff, which we're going to do some giveaways for. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. For now, though, I'm going to highlight some of the back of this dude. Maybe we just put a little bit more black wash on some of the gold around the horns, actually. Just before we do that. Just to give these another real dark point to them. So yeah, next stream, Thursday stream. It's going to be the big one. Gonna be the big one. Okie doke. So let's get some black. I've had to buy some Vallejo black instead of my beautiful Thramar black, because Thramar black is out of stock everywhere. And this stuff is so thick by comparison. It's not a scale paint, but my god, it's thick AF. Not liking it. Not liking it at all. Give me my P3 paints back! Mike McVeigh, I need you to get your team making some paint. I just need it. I need it. I'll drive to the factory and I'll stay socially distant outside, throwing bags of pound coins at you, and you can just chuck me a few paints. We'll do it that way. Right. We got some purple. We got some of this ultra thick black paint. It's just way too much. And some grey. Just mixing all three together. Where's the P3 factory? No idea, mate. Probably north of England. Yeah. Just because factory. But no idea. Right, let's test this out somewhere like here. Yep, that's fine. So let's just get all these little bumps down his tail. He's got these little ridges. Put a quick wash underneath each of those on yesterday's Hellstorm stream, just to help give a little bit of shape and definition to these. And that's just going to help out a lot as well. And for some reason our exposure's just gone real dark. There we go. Let's look that up. 2 notches, I'll do. 36k. Gifted subs, mate. Gifted subs. And every time you gift a sub, you get 3,000 meeps. And then I manually go and give it to the person that's been gifted the sub as well. Everyone that has been gifted a sub, if your meeps have not yet been updated, don't worry, they will be by Thursday stream. I've been making an effort to go through every day and just add a couple of pages worth. This month, the gifted subs have been just absolutely mad. More than twice the usual amount. So a huge thank you to everyone that's gifted a sub. You guys are literally keeping the lights on now. It's up to you guys whether I can essentially do this for a living between here and Patreon and doing the commissions. You know? Beanbag getting his sub on. We've had 2 level 5s, and we got Jaeger. We got to 610% on a level 5 hype train recently. I want to say that might have been Sunday's stream, but it could have been one late last week. It was just what? Merry birthday! Someone got a birthday? Just madness. Just madness. All you guys. Absolute bosses. Every one of you. Remember, get that sub. You could be in the giveaway next stream for one of these minis or the mystery box, which may or may not be a Leviathan Dreadnought. Bear in mind, there's about 1 billion things that will fit in that box, so the chance of it being a Leviathan Dreadnought are very, very, very small. Some would say non-existent. Stronghold Games Limited in Hull has P3 paints, but it's not open until Saturday, 11 a.m. until 5 p.m. I think. Does he do? Can you order online? Hey, Beanbag, credit where it's due, bro. Credit where it is due. If I see something I don't like it, I'm gonna say. If I see something that's been done badly, then I'm gonna say. If I see something and I say, hey, this is good, it means I think it's good. So, if I gave you some kind words, you definitely deserved them, mate. Let's hit these scars. This guy looks like a gladiator or a pit fighter or something like that. That's the vibe I'm getting off of him. Seriously epic minis. Jay's literally expanding my painting brain exponentially every time I post in a whip. I try. Smithy, take care, bro. Really good to see you again, man. Hope everything's going well with you. And hope you can make it next stream for those giveaways. It's not like we can all go out and party on New Year's and speak to some pretty ladies and so on. Got to stay indoors now and hope to God that Tinder's still a thing. For some of us with a face for radio, that's less of an option. Although weirdly, that's how I met my girlfriend. I just wanted someone to talk to that wasn't my housemate. So, that's literally how it started. You have to ring in and you don't have a website. Nice. You streaming tomorrow? No, mate. Wednesdays is my night off. I need to have words with my lady. The 13-year-old has clearly forgotten I can see her Netflix history and she's watched 50 Shades of Grey twice. Ah, don't want to, mate. You don't want to be thinking about that. That's nope, nope, nope. Look, it's fine, mate. As long as she can't also see your browsing history, you guys are in a good place. Just going to pick out a couple of real small highlights. Just on the extremes of things like the elbow and like that bit around the brand he's got up there. We'll do these little knots in his back. That was a bit of a brush splooge, but see, we'll get these scars as well, just to help to pull that bit of detail up just a little bit more. So what we've done is just mix in a little bit more grey with our brown black grey mix. And you can see it's made a pretty big difference. So I have no idea. I have no idea. Firestorm, we've got Thramar Black in stock. Cool, we'll do a Firestorm order after the stream then. Cheers, Des. Oh, mods, what did you use your Christmas vouchers on, by the way? Yes, we're highlighting his bum now. Give him a wrinkly bum to go with his fucking bushy balls. What time are we at? We're nearly at whip time as well. So if you guys have got something that you'd like to show off to the stream, something you've just finished perhaps, something you're still working on, !whip or !discord, come and join in the community we've got growing and going over there. Must be closing in on 500 members on Discord now, which is pretty insane. Considering we're a tiny little hobby channel, it's mad. Absolutely mad. Cool beans. Let's crack on with it. Hey! Would you paint the winner's mini exclusively Crayola crayons if they ask? No, this is why I say they can choose the colour scheme beanbags. See, I've been very careful with that. So if someone says, I want it green, pink and orange, sure, I'll do it. No worries. Been there, seen it, done that. Someone couldn't make up their mind. Therefore, bam, done. Crayola isn't a colour. If you do that, you've picked a range of at least 16 colours. You know, that's what I'm going with. So right. We got some decent progress on this guy tonight. We've got all of our base coats laid down. We've got all the washes done. So now it's just the highlights. And considering the main portion of this guy is the skin, and all of that's been done already, I reckon we're in a really good place to be moving forward. Obviously, we've got to get the base done, and we've got a few bits on the base to start working with as well. If we're going to go with a jungle base, then I reckon we're going to get some of those preserved ferns from Rival Craft site, and maybe build up a rich verdant forest around his base. So we've got loads of room to work with for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be interesting. Curly is a flavour. Brilliant. We should do a goblin green base. No. I actually wouldn't. I don't have goblin green, and everything I paint has a black base rim. That's it. That's the way it works. There's no such thing as a green base rim. I've done one brown base rim in 4 years of commissions. And that was because someone said, I really want this to match my army, and I need it for a tournament literally as soon as you finished it. So can you just please paint it in brown? And it was a very good friend, so we got painted brown. Everybody else's, black base rims. No exceptions. Right, whip section time. So we got Viking first in the whip. Yeah, compliment is verdant. Swamp base, I literally did a swamp base today. You'll see photos of that probably tomorrow on Instagram. So check that out. Daddy Tubbs, what up, brother? Speaking of Daddy Tubbs, he's the guy that donated the awesome Mania's Cowgirl we painted up recently. Right. Small Bo Katan is coming along. Just need to tighten up some bits and try my best with the face details. Let's try and zoom in on the... Okay, we're going to an Imigo link. Okay, dude. So you're going for this owl design that we've got on that guy. Has a striped base rim? No, just black. Just black. That's all. Look, painting the base rim should take you seconds. That's it. And if anyone is looking at your base rim, not the thing you spent hours, days, or weeks painting, then you've fucked up somewhere, haven't you, pal? Peckish! Zombie Brush Studios. Doing well, dude. How are you? Peckish, you've joined just as we are going into the whip. Beanbag, I'm not reading that out. Angelo, oh baby. Zombie Brush Studios, love those emotes. That's quality. Peckish, how are you doing, dude? Chicken Patty, Mohawk looks different. Yeah, it's a little bit like limp today. Essentially, I bought a new respirator today. A proper respirator. Peckish getting his sub on. Absolute superstar. 14 months now, man. The other Alan, thank you for the follow. And Angelo, oh baby, thank you as well. So he's been using these things for ages, these little dust masks. And now that we're doing this full time, I decided that we need to go a little bit more heavy duty with our protection. And so this, but it's been a lot of like that happening all day as we take this on and put it off to doing a bit of airbrushing and then stopping to do some editing and so on. And so the Mohawk has taken the brunt of it. So whilst good for breath, not so good for the Moe. Also, this is now way too long. I need to trim all this tomorrow, ideally, before I go and see the missus. Good work so far, Viking. Keep it up. The head is a little bit small, is all I've got, based on the... totally the wrong button. Based on the thing next to it, head is too small. Meaty Hooks, getting the deceiver... Way! Totally just gone, I don't need clothes! Fuck it all! And out he goes. Good exercise in painting flesh tones, bro. I bet no one sculpted testicle hair on him. Love it, dude. So you can go brighter with the highlights, so you get a bit more definition around the six-pack that he's got going on there. Because his is extremely defined, but almost looks a bit like a fatty six-pack. So, you know. Looks good though, mate. Looks good. Gotta get that base finished off. Looking tight. Sarah says, Big Boy is at a point I can consider finish, or I can spend another 10 hours on highlights. I think it'd be a good time to use a real camera instead of my phone/iPad. Nice, dude. So I saw a quick pic of this. It was either it's still in the whip yesterday, or it's been posted somewhere else. I can't remember, but I did see it on the base. And just a comment of like, I'm glad he doesn't fall over or something like that. So the base is epic, but I love your Riptide, mate. As for the highlights, Like that's the question, isn't it? Do I spend ages and ages and ages hitting all these highlights, or do we just call it a day? Personally, I'd say do the highlights. There's nothing wrong with leaving it here, but you've put so much work into this. This sounds really shit, but what's another 10 hours? You know? Realistically, you'd probably get it done in 6 or 7 days worth of bashing out some highlights. It looks amazing. It really does. I love it. I love your color scheme. And these little faded bits of like blue to purple and so on. I really, really like them. I'm already 60 hours in. Like Viking said, do another 9 hours of highlighting, make it 69. There you are. Peckish, not a problem, dude. Just want to point out that my wife wasn't watching my stream, but is now watching yours. Yeah! Hello, Mrs. Froglane. How you doing? It sucks to be you, bro. That's all I've got. I'm liking it, mate. I really do. But it's a centerpiece model. The amount of work you've put into it, just do some highlights. Don't do them all in one batch. Do like 2 hours here and there, and just slowly get through them. Looks awesome, though, dude. Close up of the froggies. They're so cool. I would probably, on the one that's out of the pond, just do a little brown wash or something slightly darker around the frog, just to separate him out from the base a little bit. I know it's not necessarily what you were particularly looking for, but just to make him stand out by its like his own thing. Nice job on the resin, though. Sampling the crew, all painted this year, all told I paint 88 Tau and more than enough other things to push the 100 models total this year. Epic. Epic. I think I didn't quite make 500. I counted it not long ago, and I was with the Dark Angels at something like 460-ish. So yeah, we weren't going to hit 500. We came close. I wasn't really trying. But with all the Necrons, all of the demons, big old Custard's commission, Dark Angel's commission, you know, everything's kind of added up and pushed me over that part of the line. So, nice. I love it, mate. It's a fantastic little force you've got there that's pictured. That digital coconut crab piranha. Madness. Fucking madness. I was painting my first budgie smuggler today. If you mean underwear, I don't need to see that in the whip at all. Crazy Ant, you should be, dude. You've powered through a demon's army, a big marine army. Bonus photo background shoot, another lamp positioned overhead to dampen out the shadows behind the models. Nice, dude. I basically take these studio lights that I've got here and I do my photos on the kitchen counter, which is behind it, so on the booms they just swing out and round, and they're perfect for it. Nice though. Alright, Syconia, McFarlane, Primaris, Gravis, conversion work in progress. Fucking hell. It's an aggressor fist. I couldn't work it out the other day. I was trying to work out where you had a power fist and a power sword on a mini. I just couldn't get it. Now I totally understand. Looks sick. Looks really sick. We've got... Oh my god. See, stuff like this, I've never tried. I'm reasonably sure I probably couldn't do it. I'm not great at things like this. when it comes to conversions and stuff like that, I just snip bits and glue and hope it works. Yeah, Desi, it makes total sense now, but before I didn't realise it was a Gravis Captain. I thought it's a guy with a power fist and a sword, and I couldn't work it out. But that's epic, dude. I can't wait to see more of this guy finished off. And he's Death Watch as well, just for extra cool points, and he's Librarian as well for even more cool points. At least I assume so. That looks like a Psychic could. So. Nemod. Working on my first Dark Angel, need to clean up some stuff and do some proper edge highlighting, but kind of happy where I'm at so far. Looks good. Looks good. Let's get a big shot of that. That's nice. Very dark. Very battle worn. You went with silver on the shoulder pad trim, which is unusual. The ones that I'm doing had gold on because the client particularly wanted gold shoulder pad trim. But yeah, you know. So it works for me now. So if you want a cut version, dude, I mean, I'd have to send you this one back. That size work, yeah. Yeah. I like it, mate. I like it. The Bolton needs another coat of red, basically. The first coat of paint that you've got on there, the red, you can see a little bit of the primer through it, or the previous coat of paint. And the rest of your mini is very well polished, so I definitely would get that looked at. I'm not sold at all on your all specs thing. I think it's meant to look like it was at one point painted red and the paint has been rubbed off, and it does. But unfortunately, it looks like it's been rubbed off with your hand. Whereas everything else looks like it's been well weathered. That looks... I don't know the right way to go about doing it though. But I'm not sold on that. The greens, everything there, great. Love all that. The reds need a little bit of work, I'm afraid, dude. However, overall, your mini is great. Really, really great. I love the tones. I love the mood to it, the lighting, the sense of shadow that you've got there. It's got some real presence, which is epic. So, keep it up. Star Wars Legion model is the second model I've done this year. Fuck 2020. Mate, you've had most of the year sat on your ass. You know, plenty of time to get stuff done. Sons of Rolo. Oh, here we go. This is Space Wolf chapter. Have you got a name for these? Yeah? Second attempt at battle damage. Cool. I remember the first time we had a little bit of confusion with where some of the highlights and stuff should go. This is looking a lot better. Let's get a close-up and check out some of this. So, it's good. It is good. All of the highlights appear to be below areas that are in shade. That's grand. They need to be a bit thinner. So the width of your lines needs to be just trimmed down a little bit. Tilts, P3 paints are like a dream through an airbrush. I wouldn't use them so much if they were. At all. They're fucking great through an airbrush. Even their metallics. Yeah, make your lines a little bit thinner. So just thin the paint a little bit more. Use lighter brush pressure. You basically just want your brush tip just touching the miniature to give you that neat thin line. If you need battle damage that looks like it's been a bit more substantial, then that's where you need to have that like dual layer, the dark bit and the light bit, the highlight underneath. The bases are fantastic. Yes, definitely. What did you use for the snow? And those little thistles that you got there, they're fucking sick. Overall, mate, I love it. Love those chainsaws. With the gold you've got on the chests, get another wash over it that just goes around the outside of the gold, so it flows over the side of the gold, and you'll get a bit more of an outline around the Aquila, and that'll just go back to Discord. That'll just give it a nice sort of finished edge. Otherwise, mate, everything you've done here is great. Yeah. Battle damage is one of those things that takes a little extra time to perfect, but your overall brushwork on these guys is 10 out of 10. The yellow is brilliant as well. And I love the fade you've got on the grey. Yeah, definitely good work, mate. Keep it up. Hello, Sarah. Testing my new airbrush today, but I need to work out how to use it. It's a better one with a real compressor. It's the other half of my oil kind of boy's grown a lot, and I'm still waiting for my Storm put an airplane for the UK, but colour will follow, promise. I hope so, man. I hope so. Don't want to see an army of grey plastic. Got them Storm boys in the back. Need a load of those. Storm boys are great. And is that, you know, knobs, maybe? Love the Orc Dreads. Big fan of those. The Evolution. I mean, not my favourite airbrush, but it'll definitely do the job. Hope you enjoy it. Cervantes, hey dude. Let's get a follow in. Sorry, a shout out in the stream, please, for Cervantes. Absolute legend and a Twitch streamer. Danny says, getting some of the Gypsy Crons. It's blue. That's a good start. It's a very good start. Any mod that can get a shout out for Cervantes? All the mods, like Jay's doing a whip, we don't need to do anything right now. There we go. Thank you very much, Des. And Toonie Sprues. Well done, guys. Primus miniature painting, a Crimbo Prezi I did for a friend. This looks sick. This is epic. Very, very nice, man. I love that blue. That is a banging bit of blue. But my favourite thing is that short set of hazards. Oh. 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 Fucking love those. I've not seen hazard stripes done as just like a little set of them. I've done entire swords and so on. Crazy Fish, thank you for the follow, dude. If you didn't count something twice or miss something, like 527 models. Nice, dude. Very, very nice. Oh, you might have quite a lot of lag then. I don't know. That sucks. But cheers though anyway, mate. I really appreciate it. Love it, mate. Really, really nicely done. I bet your friend is over the moon for that. I really like the Marine Heroes set. I've still got a couple of them. They'd be used for giveaway minis, obviously. Because it just gives you an excuse to go all out with a Space Marine. Just a regular Space Marine and just fucking go ham. A-Bomb, just finished up this Pain Boy for my army. Okay. Is this Cromlech or Artel? This is very cool. I love the fact that there's an orc over his shoulder with his leg off. That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. It's Artel. Nice. That Tesseract glow in the background needs some love. What the fuck? It's like someone's put custard on top of lime jelly. Very, very nice though, mate. I love how dark your shadows are on all of this. So the green for the skin tones go all the way from super dark up to very bright quite quickly. Gives it a very comic book look to it. I'm a big fan. Great job on the syringes and stuff like that on his hand as well. Yeah, looking good. Looking good. Let's see the orc from behind. He's so fucked up. He looks raging. What a facial expression. Damn. I think the light colours you've got on the pipes maybe need a little bit more blending. Could possibly go over there with a blue wash just to sort of bring them back together and then highlight up again. Blurry Gecko, thank you for the follow. But quality work, dude. I love how he stitched his own arm on as well. Of course. Of course. Solid work. Thank you very much for sharing. Right, Gummer. Changeling needs his marble base and the first 5 flesh hounds. Right, let's have another look at this guy. So you've changed the pink a little bit since last time. And I think, is out of the photo, you've done some of the blending on the blue to purple on his staff as well, right? Because that was definitely 3 blocks of colour last time we had a look. Or someone else's arm. Absolutely. Lab Bunny, thank you for the follow. Brilliant work, mate. That purple's looking better. Change the base colour to brighter pink and blend the staff somewhat cool. I did think so. It's good to see it coming on, man. Yeah, the pink fire looks a lot better than the sort of weird purple pink that we had before. I like it. Let's have a look at these flesh hounds though. Nice. You've gone very old school with the green ruff. I like it. They're just epic minis as well. Blurry Gecko getting his sub on. Absolute superstar. Thank you very, very much, dude. Yeah, these are brilliant. Even with the camera being like very overexposed like it is here, you can still see the powerful reds. The green, is that fucking Hex-Ray glow paint? Because I think you could do a better green than that. In fact, I mean, look at your changeling. I know you could do a better green than that. But I do like the fact you've gone for the green. Good job though, mate. The Active Pickle, that's a great name. Cheers for the follow and welcome. Right, Quid, first of 6 Armiger bases. Got a lot more to add after painting. Rival crafts for the win. Absolutely. So, you've got the Armigers built in the background. Take it from someone that's done this many times over now. Have you tested that your Armigers fit on the bases? And have you got like this basis for this Armiger, this basis for this Armiger? Because if so, mark them out with some labels on the bottom of the base or colour scheme like on the bottom of the base, whatever you need to do. Paint them separately. You need to, because you can't get to the detail otherwise. Nice work there, mate. I like how you've extended the pipes on from that a bit of broken building too. That's cute. Nice little touch. Looks like you followed a good guide about how to do your bases as well though. Get that pumice, get that Rival Crafts tech on. That's the way. Oh, I love this guy. Is this a Forge World thing? I can't remember. It's an Orc idol, right? Oh, nice, dude. Fair. That's one way of doing it. Do you think there's going to be enough strength in the magnets for you to pick up the mini by the mini? This guy's great. I love how overgrown he is. He still needs a black base for him. Look at them eyes. Look at them eyes. I've seen so many of these, and they're always awesome. Let's pick it up by the road. Okay. Banging, mate. Fucking banging. Young Gandalf. Oh shit. Oh shit. I legit thought that was an aerial shot, and I'm like, it's really nice. He's putting a picture of a river, but why is he putting a picture of a river? And then I realised that it's a table and not the countryside. Nice. It's been a very, very, very long time since I've done anything like this. We used to have to make them for GW. When we were in the shop, we used to make our own display tables for intro games and stuff like that. Every 6 months, had to do another one. There's a lot of work that goes into this. This is not something you just casually fucking like, oh, we'll just give it a go. Next thing you know, here's a table. This is fucking brilliant, mate. Is that 4x4? Can't really work out the scale. No game stores open, had to make a table. Brilliant. It will be a 6x4. Nice. Nice. That's brilliant work, dude. Really, really good. It's so realistic as well. Like, so that picture in Discord there, because of the distance, I genuinely thought that was just, here's something I saw on a walk, or that kind of. Been working on this for a month or two, and it's close to being done. There you go. There's a lot of work that goes into these. Right, got Crazy Ank getting his custodies on. I love the pink. Pink and gold. Yeah. Looks good. Looks good. I think your axe heads are a little bit too pastel. But it works for the eyes, that's the thing. The eyes are so bright. Yeah, it's good. Bases are brilliant. Really, really nice. Very realistic looking. Yeah, doing a lot of good work there, mate. Time well spent? Absolutely, dude. Is the Telemon. Got one of these to paint up in February. This and 6 Custodian Dreadnoughts. Pink and gold works. This, I think the photo has not done the model justice, because that pink looks very different to the other pinks. And the base looks a little bit different to the other ones. So I think that's just the photograph. But great work on the Telemon, mate. See there, the blue going up to super white works really, really well. I'm just not sure about it on the axes. Don't know. I think it's because even though you've got bright pink on everything else next to gold, the thing that draws my attention is the axe blade, and your eyes are constantly drawn back to that instead of the rest of the mini. I think that's why I'm not loving it so much. The rest of the mini looks great. As soon as you do that, he's brilliant. For Norska, thank you for the follow and welcome. Let's check. Nice, that's some really good weathering. I like it, mate. You could do with a quick bit of wash though around the OSR, just especially around the eyes. Those 2 little lines underneath help separate the lens from the helmet a bit more. But astounding work, dude. Bear in mind, not only is the guy putting out minis that look this good, these are somewhere in the mid 500 minis that he's painted this year. He's painted 100 minis more than I have. Or somewhere around there, maybe like 70 to 100. Looking tight though, mate. I like the Wardens. They're a really, really good mini. The other Alan says, my first mini, I feel like it needs more highlights. Let's have a look. It might do. What it does definitely need is some more shadows, mate. Let's get involved here a bit. So, if you look at your mini, there are areas of the miniature that light would be able to reach much easier than others. So examples of that is, of course, things like the top of the head, the top of his backpack, shoulders, front of his legs, his knees, and so on and so forth, right? Your highlights are pretty good. It looks like you've dry brushed them on, but that's fine. You've got those highlights around his little mohawk part of the hat. You've got the on the top of his head, and so on. These are great. Absolutely smashed it. For your first mini, you are well above and beyond most people's first mini. So don't worry too much about like neatness and blends and things like that for now. Just some fundamentals. One of them that I see a lot is extra bits of contrast, and you get the contrast normally through adding a darker shadow to something instead of a brighter highlight. What have I got on my desk that I can showcase that with? Yeah, I suppose. Alright, this is a bit of a spoiler, so if anyone doesn't want to see what's going on YouTube this week, look away now. But here is a Void Dragon mini that I'm painting as a commission. And yeah. The definition is given by the highlights. Obviously that helps. But it's really given by the shadows. So in here we've got all these darker bits of blue, and darker bits of purple. And if we're looking up around the neck area, again, it's those darker areas of blue that help to give the definition, help give the shade, help to bring out the detail in what we're doing. Now, that's all well and good. How does this relate to your Marine? If we go back to this, if you look at the helmet, you've got those vents, those three lines down the front of his face. You've got a little bit in and around those tubes and stuff going on. You've actually got a little bit of a shadow either side of his mohawk. And then further down the armour, you've got those little dips where two armour plates just sort of come together. Look on the legs, you've got those lines that do like a weird lightning bolt sort of shape, right? What you can do is you can take a wash, like either a wash product, so obviously you've got a Games Workshop paints behind you. In fact, I think I can see a bottle of some sort of wash there. It looks like maybe Anthonian Camo Shade or something else. You can take that and then you can paint that just into the recesses. So take a brush with a nice fine point on it, put a little bit of wash on there, and just try and trace inside the lines of those darker areas. And as soon as you've done that on like just one leg, just do one leg, let it dry. Champipo 20, thank you for the follow. Let it dry fully, okay? And then have another look at it. Okay, once it's dry, have a look at that leg and the other leg, and you'll see the difference between the two. All of the detail in the one that you've washed will just snap into focus and jump out at you. And that's where you're going to get all of the work that the sculptor has done come to the foreground. Now, if you've already put a wash on, I can see a couple of areas where it might have been. Use a darker wash. Nothing wrong with using like a mixture of green and black, or just a black wash on this. For the Dark Angels that I've painted, which I appreciate are darker than this, we used a black wash in all their recesses because it really needed to be that dark to give you all of that detail. All that being said, for your first mini, this is fucking outstanding. No two ways about it. Absolutely outstanding. My first mini was a Blood Angel Space Marine in about 1991-ish, perhaps. They looked like a panda, basically. It was horrible. You've done so much better than I did. Crazy Yank, peace, bro. So keep it up and thank you for sharing. Peckish Fox, what is this? Okay. Is this a scaled up Marine? I'm looking at a Citadel painting handle and I'm trying to work out. It's not. Okay, cool. Cool. Normal infiltrator. Right. You say budgie smuggler. I'm seeing green with blue bandanas. I'm thinking Ninja Turtle. So it's Leonardo, man. It's gotta be. That is obnoxiously bright around the face area. I don't dislike it though. You know, you guys know I like my bold, bright colours on stuff. As long as it's got the contrast, as long as it still looks like it belongs there. Left shoulder's very low. I think there's a shoulder pad to go on there. But it's okay. I like it. You've got some battle damage on the armour. That could do a little bit of work. And on the butt. And a few other places, in fact. But it's definitely Leonardo. It's a hero and a half shell. The rest of the shell is, of course, the shoulder pad. I like how you're balling with the stream deck on there in the background. Your own little logo on. Oh look, he's armless. It's nice, dude. It is nice. You need to find a way of getting the shadow in there, though. And one of your eye lenses has come up over the line a little bit as well. I don't know if GW still do it, but around the area where the neck armor sort of comes to a stop, you could possibly get into badness. That you brilliant. You could possibly get in there with like some Waywatcher green. For the bits on the head, Seraphim Sepia might be your friend. I'm not sure. I don't know what I'd wash it with. That looks more like a lemon style yellow. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Waywatcher green is a thing in the technical range. Cool. Very citrusy. Yeah. You got a Keyline Marine. There you go. Metal Burner, just a quick update. Not taking booth-worthy shots until they're based, though hope you like what you can see. I do. That shoulder icon looks cool. Yeah, just getting the books on there and everything else just brings out a nice little bit of detail. Yeah, dude, I like them. Keep it up. Hard to get much out of that, obviously, as you know. The light being at the back and everything else gives them a very dramatic feel, but unfortunately makes the photo a little bit. But good stuff. Good stuff. Get them based and then show me what you got. Gecko TWL, fan of streams. I wanted to drop my Salamander's chaplain. Nice purple and green classic combo. See what the other shot is. Ooh, that looks pretty. Yes, love that. Nice bright red orange eyes. Very nice work on the skull. The purple, I reckon, needs a little bit more in the way of highlights, and probably just needs some shadows glazed on it. If you've not had a go at glazing before, essentially what it is taking a very, very, very thin paint and just putting a small amount of it on the surface and letting it dry, and then repeating it until you get the effect that you want. And I think that you could do with maybe taking some of the purple you've got here, which looks a little bit like Warlock purple, perhaps. No, they're going with a slightly darker purple and mixing some black into it, and then just glazing in on the top. Just do like a little line that follows the left hand side down and across the front, and on the side just go up the sides a little bit, and that way you'll get a bit more definition, a bit more shape into it. Right now it looks a little bit like it is just a sort of straight piece of cloth or something over his head, whereas if you do that you'll get a little bit more pop out of it. Great colours though, mate, and that's a brilliant skull face. Yes, absolutely, you can put your finished Tyranid in the whip. If you paint a chapter space when you start with Codex, you choose whatever you want. It's custom chapter. Control with paint consistency, so definitely keep that in mind. Awesome, dude. If you get stuck, send me a message and I'll see if I can sort you out. Slow-mo, got to touch up the gold bits on the tabard and apply a satin varnish, but here's my grey out librarian for 40k/kill team. Hardest part was figuring out what kind of contrasting base to make. I settled on lunar surface. When you say you wanted contrasting surface, so did you want a base that looked very different or a base that complemented? Because what you said lunar surface, and to me that's a base that blends in with the miniature, whereas I would probably go with something like Mars, like something very bright and red, maybe even jungle, something bright and green instead of the cold and grey that you've got, to make a contrast with it. I think what you've done though is pretty good. There's a bit of extra blending you could do on the cloth, and a little bit of a touch up actually on that gold medal that he's got. Other than that, this dude looks pretty tight. You could do a little bit of work on the bionic eye he's got going on, and possibly even just another wash on the gold lettering. The letters on stuff like this are always a pain in the ass to do. They just are, because unless you put down some really heavy duty washes or highlight every single part of the letter up all the way through, it's just rough. He is currently a Grey Knight Terminator. Paladins would have the extra like backpack bit on and the tilt shields. I think that's it. Oh, and they get different helmets. Paladins get the pointy face helmets as well. So, but overall, mate, I like it. You've gone with a solid silver for him, and that's the main part of the armor. So getting that right is absolutely the best thing to do. Yeah, man, just put something in Discord, put something in the whip, tag me in it and ask me a question. I'm normally pretty good at getting back to people on that. So, and we try, you know. Crazy Yanked, even more on the Telemon. Oh, that was the shot we saw earlier on. Crazy Fish says Happy Orkmas. Nice. Remember, guys, this guy is in the giveaway on the next stream, which is Thursday night. You could win this guy, painted by me, in any colour scheme. But let's be fair, the box art on this guy is pretty cool. Nice work on the cloak. That's a real nice, like, red up to orange. I like that a lot. So this is what I was talking about with the work in the shadows. So Blurry Gecko, if you look at the back of his cloak, above the belt, so you've got the fan out at the bottom, and then you've got the normal back of the cloak. See that darker patch just in there at the bottom? That's what gives you so much shape to that cloak. That is what you could do with on some of those purples. That kind of thing, just to bring in a little bit more shape, give yourself something that's got that depth to it, then it'll just really come together and shine. Top notch this though, mate. It's a nice green. It's a really nice green. Gotta love that bag of grenades. There you go. Perfect shot of it right there. Those little dark patches give so much to this. Love it, dude. Right, shark in a box. We've seen some of these recently. I think the last shot of these you put in, you've just done some grey on one of your Hive Tyrants. This is solid. I actually really like the blue on the last ship. I hadn't seen that before, I don't think. Top notch. Tilts, I'm glad. Yeah, I like it, mate. Really like it. It looks like about half a gargoyle brood. Well, to be fair, they come in broods of 30. That looks like about 1/7 of a gargoyle brood. But those wings are cool, like the membranes you've got on there. Finish them with some very basic basing. It is quite basic, you're right. There's plenty you can do to that to just take what you've done and knock it up a notch. Exclamation point Tufts in the chat. You'll get a link to Rival Crafts. They are the absolute best. And this isn't just lip service to Sarah. They're the absolute best Tufts that I've ever used. I've gone through many different companies worth, even Gamers Grass. Gamers Grass are brilliant, but these are just better. And if I'm honest, I love the fact they're produced in the UK. You know, not importing something from, I think Gamers Grass was Poland, just to go on the base. And the customer service you get from Sarah is literally second to none. You will not get better than that. But I love these. So you could put some Tufts on. You could do just a little bit of weathering powders on there. You know, get yourself some like nice greys to go along with the dark that you've got there. Get some black weathering powder and just shade a little bit of the base a little bit. I've done so many videos that have got weathering powders on, and there is a Patreon video and a written guide about how to boost your bases using weathering powders, in fact, so you could check out either of those two as well. Love these though, mate. The red is super, super red. You've kept those orange highlights to an absolute minimum. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. See, even Viking fucking loves those Neds. But great work, dude. Absolutely great work. So tonight, we've done most of the work on this guy. Got all of his base coats done, all the washes done, which means that to finish him off, we just need to do the highlights and his base. We'll probably go for a jungle theme on his base, which means we will not get this guy finished on Thursday's stream, but we'll do the jungle base probably off air, because it's going to involve a lot of pissing about with resin and so on. But this guy will be going to his new home very, very soon. Now, if you'd like to win a mini painted by me on Thursday night's stream, it is New Year's Eve. It is the giveaway stream. We're going to do 2 giveaways of a £50 gift voucher. There's 2 up for grabs. You can get hold of that just by being here. You don't have to be a sub or anything else. Just literally turn up, watch the stream, buy a ticket using your channel currency, and away you go. These are the 2 minis that we've got to give away, though, to someone that is a subscriber or someone that is a Patreon video viewer or higher tier. Des, take care, bro. Thanks for tonight, mate. If you're either a sub or a Patreon video viewer member, you will have access to one of these minis. And if you're a sub and you don't like either of these, if you don't want them, instead you're going to have the contents of the mystery box. Now, in here is a miniature. The clue I've given this time is that it's a miniature. It's very close to my heart. And whenever we paint this, if somebody chooses the box, last time nobody chose the box. It's been sealed for over a month. When we paint this, we're not going to paint it in the colour scheme we've already done. That's it. So one subscriber could win the mystery box, or will win one of these two. One Patreon video viewer member or higher will have a chance at one of these two, not the box. The box is special. I'll paint it in the colours, give me your choice. We'll ship it to you. And that's yours. That is going to be Thursday night, live at 9 PM. Everyone that's been gifted a sub will have their meeps by then. So, not to worry. If you checked and they're not there tonight, it's okay. Don't panic. And that is it. Let's go find somebody over on Twitch now that we can pass the hobby train on to. Let's see, it's Tuesday night, it's gone midnight. We could raid 2 Dorks 1 Brush just so that Frog Lane Studio actually fulfills the raid he started earlier on. That would be fun. Mike Disney's on. That's always good. Who else we got? Let's see. God, 48-hour stream. No, I think let's go. Let's see what Mike's doing, and let's see what the Lindy's doing. She's painting some Zench stuff. Mike is doing some. Is that Judge Dredd? I don't. Could be. Holy shit! It is Judge Dredd. How did I get that from the back? Okay. Captain Adorable, thank you very much for that. Jerry! Dude, let me give Captain Adorable their meeps. Thanks for that gift sub, brother. Captain Adorable. Wow, you've been here a lot. There's your meeps. Okay. So, Mike's doing some Judge Dredd. Nalindy is painting. Oh no, she's not. She's not fucking stream battles thing. Or Seanot Bush. We rate him a lot. We kind of rate him every week, actually. So let's not. Really slow fuse recently. Fuck it. Let's go and absolutely jack up somebody's night. Filter by Mini Figures, and let's find someone with very few views that's doing something cool. Okay, so let's just flick over the screen to this. What do we got? We got Mad Mike's Minis. Antcam TV. That's crazy. Some dude playing League of Legends. Lush, but no. Someone playing ATV Crew. That is about the most boring thing to do, so we won't go there. Someone's assembling a load of Marines. Cool. Which we got? Come on, if you see something like, yes, let's go there, give me a shout out. Someone's doing some Star Wars stuff. Got some Blood Bowl being played. That's cool. This looks cool. That's Silver Kestrel Studios. Do follow them. This does look cool. Yeah, fuck it. We're going here. So guys, when we get there, it's a big raid. Let them know where you've come from. Spam those emotes if you've got them. I want to see meeps everywhere. And remember, Thursday night, be here for the giveaway stream starting live at 9. We're kicking it off with a giveaway for 2 £50 vouchers that'll run through till later in the stream when we do the draw. Hopefully we'll see you then. Peace out, folks.